What's good? I'm gonna be ranking my entire discography. Let's go. OPHIDIUM. Far out. My first video, man. That was brilliant. I actually really enjoyed it. We turned over the shooting and the editing on the same day. So the video you saw was literally made in one day. Wild. It's more of an emotional song, but yeah, it's probably my most emotional song, actually. It definitely has some highs and lows, which I'm a fan of. Although I do have to talk about the strange wardrobe choices. I had like a scarf and I wrapped it like under my belt around my waist and it like hung down. It looked good on camera, but it was very like strange and it kept coming loose and I had to keep like tucking it in. It was fucking weird. Definitely more rappy. A bit of singing at the end, which I like. I love a bit of singing. Not bad. Overall, actually, I give that a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Artifact. Wow, haven't heard that in a while. Okay. Man, building those sets was just a drag, bro. That took so long. Building those sets actually, like, did my head in a little bit, bro. Yeah, very expensive, too, building a set. Who knew that building half a spaceship corridor could be so expensive? That shot that you see at the end with the blood gushing on my face, my dad loaded up the pressure washer with a bunch of blood, and Ollie sat behind the camera, and dad just fucking pulled the trigger, and just blood went all over me at 2 a.m. in my backyard. Wild. And then the shots where I'm running through the bushes were just insane as well. The actual bushes were blackberry bushes and they have thorns, so it was just cutting me apart, slicing my like cape and my whole outfit, like just no good, man. No, very painful, very painful. I was like picking it out of my clothing.
Yeah, we were scoping out the location with the drone to see how we could get into the cornfield.
We walk all the way around. It was like a path you could take, and then we're like, okay, there's thorns, but it's like it's one or the other. So you know, you gotta.
Well, like you didn't get caught.
We just dodged
exactly,
it. Yeah, we dodged them.
And then the actual day shooting in the field was like so hot. It was like 30-something degrees, and I'm just running, like full running, sprinting through in this all like dark outfit, like with layers, and I had a cape on. And man, shooting was great fun. The crew was great fun, but I made some mistakes in editing. I don't think it's my cleanest video, to be honest. So I'd probably give that like a 6 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, Stallion. Yeah. Okay, so I've got to give immediate props to Ollie for his brilliant cinematography and also our horse trainers. They were really cool, really easy to be with, and the horse itself was awesome. But the song, man, okay, we did so many like renditions of it. We changed lyrics, we changed like, I think we had to change the beat. We got copyright struck. It was we couldn't even put it on Spotify. It was my first time working with a beat that wasn't mine, and we just had so many complications, and I will probably never do it again. Also, I was like in my VFX period where I was really trying to get experimental with set design and stuff, and it came out looking like an Xbox 360 game, which I wish I could have changed, but it's kind of got its charm, I guess. The bridge scene was so long. That long shot that like connects through the corridor, that took me like weeks to render that out. Like it took me so long and so much trial and error putting all those shots together, because it wraps up with B Money's verse and then it cuts into the bridge and then it goes into my verse. Like just, that was a tough shot to get. Okay, shooting it was fun. The horse was fun. But the end result, I'm not happy with. And that's my fault, but I'm just not happy with it. I gotta give this like a 4 out of 10. Forest floor. Okay, my first time doing a visualizer. And actually, I was working with dancers as well, which was pretty cool. I actually should have done some dancing myself. I'm still kicking myself about that. My brother Curtis actually really pulled through for that video because we borrowed his car. I think my car was in for servicing at the time, and we needed a car. So I was like, can we please use your car? And he's like, no worries. So we're just burning rubber in this park, like in whoop so far away. And then to add insult to injury, we wrapped his face in bandages, like mummified him, and had him like walking around. He couldn't even see anything, the poor fella. We did a couple of things visually which I liked as well. We had it shot in 4:3, which is a different aspect ratio, which was a lot of fun, and it converts better for reels too, I found. Having some of the scenes being shot in black and white was cool as well, and it contrasts really well with those high, like bright colors that you see in the forest, so I like that. Gotta give Forest Floor like 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10. Spellbound Part 1. Okay, I love this. I love like the long walk and talk style videos that you see like Nerve doing, all that kind of thing. Giving you a bit of like a look into the area around where I live. Shooting it obviously that big car park down the road. Walking down that staircase was so hard. Even with the gimbal, it was so like janky. It took us like 10 goes to get there. Definitely focusing like more on the bars. For that one, I really wanted to go back to my rappy roots. The Spellbound series is going to be great for filler songs. I know I haven't released the second one yet, but there's definitely going to be more to like kind of just fill in the blanks between my bigger releases, my more theatrical releases. I give that a Spellbound. I give Spellbound 7.5 out of 10. 7.5. Vertigo. Okay. Wow, where do I start? So, as you know, we crashed the drone. Great piece of content. Yeah, the bridge was a little too low for the drone to fly through. I should have known better, but I'm too daring. I like to push the limits. Paparazzi shot, crazy walking, and we had like strobe lights on like battery operated, and they were just like blasting my back. It was like really good. Actually really helped sell the effect. I'm actually really happy with how that came out in post. And then that wild ending where I'm just like going crazy on this tall stage. That wasn't even a stage. We didn't even hire a venue. It was like this random pillar in some industrial area. I drove past there one day and I was just like, that would really lend itself to the shot. So visual branding was huge on that post. Everything became red, black, and white. And that was kind of around the same time I started Club Moon Media, which kind of reflected those colors. And obviously I'm stuck with that color palette for the business side of things. Yeah, Vertigo was great. I loved working with the crew, shooting, editing, everything. I even did it live. It was great. Yeah, 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. I liked it. Lemonade. Wild. Okay, so something that nobody expected, which we should have seen coming, is that lemonade is really sticky and messy. I was spilling it everywhere. Like that shot where Izzy's reaching his hand into the lemonade jar to pull out that note was just like so messy. Everything was like doused in lemonade. I don't know if you guys noticed mine and Izzy's matching H&M hats, our pale yellow hats. Dude, such a mission to get those. I actually couldn't find them anywhere. And then I went to Chad's and I'm like, surely H&M will have them. And they did. They had two. The last two. And I'm like, I'm getting these. They were like $4 each. I'm like, done. The song took like a lighter pop tone, which I like. I think it suited that video, but it's definitely not my main style. It's definitely more of a one-off song. But I do like that style. So I'll definitely be playing around with it more in the future. But as you know, it's not my main style. I love that dark, eerie, ethereal, glitchy shit. It's just my favorite. I just can't get enough of it. Yeah, Lemonade was great. I love shooting. Crew was great. Video came out good. I'm very happy with the rollout, the release plan, everything. No, I'm very happy. Probably give it a 7 out of 10. So, some of you may or may not know this, but I have a project right around the corner. I'm like so excited for it. I actually like get like shivery thinking about it. It's so good. Not to harp on, but this is my best song. Like, you guys are gonna love this. It's story driven. It's got the tone. It's just ugh. So stay tuned for that. It's definitely going to rank higher on this list the next time I do a review. Thanks for watching me rank my entire discography. I'm Mason Moon, and stay tuned for more.